Well, it's morning, and I've probably been awake for almost an hour. I woke up maybe an hour ago. I just keep on drowsing back off to sleep, or like in between, sleep and waking up, just kind of starting to dream, and then, oh yeah, morning. Last night was a lot warmer, and I got up maybe like 2:30 or so. To get up, take a leak, went out to the campfire. The campfire was completely out. I was a little bit surprised at that. But I realized at that point my headache was gone, so when I got back into bed, it was nice and cozy. I just crashed out, no problem. But I'm ready to get up, start moving anyway. I'm gonna get a coffee going. I don't know how long I'm gonna stick around this morning, because I am driving back home today, but I'm in no serious rush, and home is just about 4 hours away, so got a couple stops to make. But I think we're gonna start with coffee. Yeah, just long enough to have some coffee and maybe a bowl of cereal so I get something in my stomach. Wait for the sun to creep around the corner. That way I can get changed in a little bit of warmth. But it is gonna be another gorgeous day here today. But unfortunately, I'm not sticking around any longer. Something else this morning. We ain't judging people here. All right, I'm gonna eat pink cereal, and I've never tried it before. Oh, fuck yeah. These things get the stamp of approval for sure. So I completely lost track of time. I've just been sitting here having my coffee, and I did get changed and everything, so I'm pretty much ready to go. Just got these couple things to pack up, and then it's pretty much out onto the highway and start heading back home. I'm gonna film my way going back up out of here, and then we're gonna make a stop in the lava beds to see that memorial or whatever exactly was there. I'm not quite sure. Now I've driven up out of Mill Bay, and I'm just maybe 5-10 minutes down the road. Mill Bay's just kind of down around that corner, but I just wanted to jump out and give the view here. Just so amazing. And I think if the highway's so desolate that you could probably just find any place to camp and no one would bother you. Just so stunning out here. So I've made it to the next stop, and this is a dedication site. It is the memorial for, you know, what, I'm gonna grab the mic, the wireless mic, because
All right, we'll see how this works out. It's pretty windy out here, and I just had to try out the wireless mic a second time. This is the Lava Bed Memorial Park for basically all the people that lost their lives when this volcano erupted and spread lava all through here. So it's just off the side of the highway, and see over here, it's just like a little thing. We'll go over and check it out. I don't know, I guess this is it. This is the memorial right here. And maybe this. Now, Canyon City, I don't know where Canyon City is. Maybe that's Silk is over there. And actually, that suspension bridge that we took was just back over that way, too. But I don't think that has anything to do with this. Take a walk up and behind here. But yeah, you can see all the disturbed ground in the center here, and then off to the sides, it kind of planes out a little bit. Just great big chunks and slabs of lava. Take a walk over the other side here. Hope this mic's working out, or it's going to flood out everything I'm saying. I mean, the wind is. Doesn't look that windy, but it's really breezing across here quite hard. Doesn't support much plant life, that's for sure. I guess maybe there is like a little trail that goes around here. Gorgeous mountain view. Just surrounded by mountains. You know, this is definitely some kind of worn pathway. I don't know how far it's going to go here, though. We're right in behind that memorial sign now. Yeah, I don't know. This kind of looks like it ends. You could see, I mean, you can see how deep it goes, and apparently these villages are buried underneath of it somewhere here. And I've got a feeling, you know, if I come up this way again, and I just basically just drive off one of these trails in the lava bed, I should probably be able to camp out here somewhere. Not here. I mean, this is a provincial park. No reason if it's crown land you can't camp there. So, you know, there's plenty of options. That was definitely worth the stop, just to check it out, see what that was all about. I saw it on the map, and I definitely saw it when we passed by going to that suspension bridge a couple days ago, but just gives me ideas if I ever decide to come up later. And just a little bit further down the road is this tree cast. I remember seeing this on the map as well. I don't really know what it is, but it looks like it's just a little hiking trail, maybe a viewpoint, and I really can't tell how far it is. So just parked here at the side of the road. It's definitely a trail. I mean, as soon as I saw the sign and this painted decking, I was like, okay, well, might as well jump out and check it out. I really like these lava beds. They're really cool. Such a gorgeous day. Wow. So, I don't know, nothing's really marked here by trail, and I mean, you can kind of see where the trails have been divided a little bit, but just see a little sign over here for something. So I have no idea what this is. Okay, so the signboard basically reads, molten lava surrounded trees, push them down and set them on fire. If the lava cooled and hardened quick enough, it would make a mold of the tree like the one found here. Within some molds, you can actually see the impression of tree bark in the lava. Many log molds were lifted and carried for surprising distances by later eruptions of lava. And, oh, maybe it's this hole right over here. I'm guessing it's this hole. I just don't want to cut myself all up on this stuff. Oh, wow. That's wild. So that's a tree that actually got surrounded with lava and then burned up so quickly that it, or covered so quickly that it just couldn't even burn up through. That's wild. Man, this place is just out of this world. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way back to the Forester. All right, so I lied. There is one more place that I want to come check out, and I completely put it out of mind for some reason. It's basically because it's at the visitor center and campground, and it's a really nice maintained area, but it's not really opened yet, I don't think, because I see that gate over there is closed. But I kind of want to walk through here, read some of the signs, and check some of the stuff out. And I don't know if this water pump works, and I'm kind of seeing electrical outlets, and I'm pretty sure this is a lot busier spot later in the year. So here's the signs, just talks about the lava beds and the different types of lava. And then actually it shows another picture of a different tree cast there. Talks about the tree cast. And then of course, all about bears, because lots of bears. And then these signs talk about the 4 Nisga'a villages. Kind of giving you a little map there. Kind of an idea of the entire region, how deep some of the lava is. You are now standing in the heart of our homeland, the Nisga'a Nation. And just another look at the front of this one. Got a date of 2020. That's pretty awesome. After about 12 pumps of priming it, and it starts to run water. That's badass. So there's kind of the board for the camping, $20 a day, and that's basically what I try and stay away from. I don't really want to be paying to camp. And if you find a decent enough spot, there's no sense in paying for camping, especially if you have all your own stuff. This might just be the front of this thing. It looks like it's on stilts. Yeah. Looks like the front of the original house that may have been here, or yeah. So that's obviously the visitor center with the you know, solar panels and the water and everything. And I mean, I could take a walk through there, but I don't imagine it's too exciting. It's just a campground. But I kind of wanted to see what was down this road, so I think we're gonna take just a quick drive down and then probably exit our way out of here. So about 5 minutes past the campground, there's a little split in the road, and I ended up going left, what seemed to be the less traveled road. And it does look like there people have been staying in here. There's a little campsite here, lots of trash around, then it looks like there's maybe another V in the road up here. Let's go have a look. Well, it definitely doesn't go down that way, but it continues down this way. And I'm not gonna drive any further in. Just knowing that there's one probably means there's another. And then I'm gonna kind of back out to the main road where I came in, and then just go a little bit further and see if there's another off trail that might be another campsite, just to know that they're in here, because this would have been a lot nicer to stay at. Even though it's all treed in, there is some of the mountains in the back there and back behind me over here. It would have been a nicer campsite than the power lines that first night. I think unless I can study the map and actually see where this is headed to and how far it actually goes, then, you know, there's no sense in me traveling it now. I only have so much fuel. Even though I have a little jerry can with extra gas, I don't want to be wasting it just searching for something that's not there. Just pulled over at one of the rest stops to use the washroom, and it's just off the highway. We're in between Terrace and Prince Rupert, headed home. I never stopped here before. How many, dozens of times I've passed by here. And I just decided, well, I'll come down to let's actually see what's down here. Looks like there's a little access to the ski. Now you can kind of walk down here. Oh yeah, that's a cool little spot. The water's pretty low. If you had a good set of rubber boots, you could probably cross over one of the shallower spots. Maybe. Now, actually, we're just before Exstew Falls, and that was the place I stopped in part 5 of the Forester lift. I kind of drove out this way and went up in there. And I'm kind of thinking we might stop in there just to have a look to see if it's, if anyone's collected, because today's actually a Friday and I'm headed home, whereas other people are going to be probably off for the weekend. So I was thinking of making make a stop there just to see what it's like and if there's anyone actually in there. So yeah, I didn't realize how close this was to that rest stop. It's just literally just down the highway a minute. And I don't think we're not going to spend very much time here. It's about 3 o'clock and just passed a Nissan Pathfinder with an old guy and his dog. So I imagine there's going to be a couple people out here just because it's so nice up in here. Another thing about all these, forest roads and really desolate highways and back roads and just places that no one ever really drives, everybody waves at each other. And if you don't wave, you're weird. Man, it's looking a lot nicer on a sunny day compared to the last time I was here. Yeah, there's got to be people out here. It would be surprising if there wasn't. So I got up here on the beach, and yeah, there's people all set up in behind me here, maybe a couple families, and then maybe someone solo over here at the other end. And you can see we're just in a valley in the way it looks out here. It's fucking awesome. It gets so busy that, it's not the type of place that I would really want to hang out with a ton of people. You can set up everywhere, and there's so many spots. Just like someone's set up right here. Yeah, really, really cool. And then there's even spots in the woods there. I think there might be someone in there. We'll just kind of take a little loop through on the way out. It's funny, I just looked over here and it's a wilderness. Oh, maybe he's coming over here. Cross track. Yeah, just a little different view with the better lens. The falls are down that way. I'll have to check that out at some point. This guy come over and checked me out. I went to go pet him, he tried to run away. Well, this is a good test for the mic because the wind is just whipping through here right now. But I think we're going to turn around and head right back out. I just wanted to come up in here and kind of play around on the rocks a little bit with Forester because it's an outdoor all-terrain wonderland out here pretty much. I think I'm going to go through the little woods area and then we'll just jump back out on the highway. Doesn't seem to be anybody in here. I mean, there's actual snow, so I guess that's probably why. Yeah, and these lanes aren't really built for trucks, that's for sure. And I'm just sneaking through here with this. Oh, there is someone in here. Wow, I can't believe I made it over that hump without bottoming out. Get a little slippage on the snow there. Yeah, so maybe just one person actually staying it back in here. There's quite a few spots. And lots of different cross trails that go different directions. And the terrain is just all over the place. I think we drove through here the last time I was here. Yeah, that's where I drove in anyway. I'll definitely come out here another time. I mean, I could have stayed out here today, but I'm kind of exhausted. I kind of need to make my way home, take a shower and that type of thing. You know what I mean? I'm glad I went for a little drive down in there. But anyway, I can always come back another time. There is lots of spaces, and I'll just choose, you know, one of those good weekends at the end of the summer type of thing when most people are done their traveling and whatnot. That road really gives the suspension a workout. I can only imagine what it's like to pull that full-size camper trailer down through that. It just the amount of abuse it does to the truck and trailer, man. Just about to cross the railroad and get back onto the highway, and it's home after this. I've been driving on that man's way on the wheel. And well, that's it, that's all. I had a really good time away. The weather cooperated with me every single day. Even in the evenings, it didn't get that cold. I was able to cross off all these things that I had on my list. Aside from, you know, getting to the Dragon Lake in the first video and then the hot springs in the second video, there was a few little hiccups, but getting to the spot down in Mill Bay after Kincolith, where I just got down into there, found this nice isolated kind of remote kind of area all to myself. Going back and exploring and finding that whole abandoned camp in there, I had no idea that was down in there. So that just, you know, created a whole bunch more content and footage for the channel. The drive back, everything worked out great. The Forester didn't have any problems from having the engine out and just all apart and back together. So a really good trip overall. And something I've really come to notice is how much more enjoyable these videos are to make than the how-to videos I make in my home garage. I get to try all types of different camera angles and just different techniques and do, you know, maybe a time lapse here, and it's just a different opportunity to explore the outdoors and, you know, create in a little bit different style of content than what I've been normally doing on the other channel, which is kind of, you know, it's a lot more fun. So anyways, before I keep on rambling and make this 30 minutes long, if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me. Leave your questions and comments further down below, and I'll see you in the next one. It's got the sunroofs in it, or sun ceilings, or whatever the fuck they're called. What do you call those motherfuckers?